This Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 sports presentation is brought to you by First Columbia Bank and Trust, helping communities prosper and our youth succeed for over 100 years. With you every step of the way, First Columbia Bank and Trust with 14 branches to serve you. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, celebrating 20 years as a regional philanthropic organization whose mission is quality of life in the Central Susquehanna Valley and achieving donors' intentions. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty Incorporated, serving Columbia, Montour, and Lower Luzerne counties and featuring award-winning agents ready to help you buy or sell your property. And by Atlantic Broadband, your television, internet, and phone provider for the greater Berwick, western Poconos, and portions of Schuylkill County. Stay connected with Atlantic Broadband. Welcome to our fall sports finale. Wilkes-Barre Area at Berwick High School football coming your way here today on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. Should be a good matchup. Let's get right to the rosters for the Wilkes-Barre Area Wolfpack. They're a brand new team this year, doing pretty good, coming in 6-3, and they're in the District 2 6A club, if you will. Right now they're number 2 seed, getting ready for next week's playoffs. They have a big aerial attack. And number 14, Raphael McCoy is the one they got to watch out for. They also swap out their quarterbacks. Number 7, Cam Taylor, and number 8, Taylor Sweeney will switch duties at quarterback quite often throughout the game, keeping things lively. Head coach is Ciro City, and thanks to Michael Namey for helping to get the information to you today. Wilkes-Barre Area is comprised of former team members from Coughlin, Myers, and GAR, which is why they are a brand new team for this season, and this is the first meeting between Wilkes-Barre Area and Berwick on the high school football field, even though these teams have played each other in one respect or another in former school incarnations, if you will. Berwick coming into this game 7-2, currently the 3rd seed in the District 2 4A playoffs, right behind Valley View and Dallas, the only teams that Berwick lost to this season. If Berwick wins, they will be getting a home game next week in the playoffs, so we'll wish them best of luck. Ryan Lawbaugh is the quarterback, number 10. Blaine Cleaver once in a while steps in there. Tegan Wilk, going to watch for him, number 17. He's got 19 interceptions coming into the game this evening. Head coach is Carmen DiFrancesco, his first year at the helm, and he's doing a nice job with the team, keeping them in the playoffs. And Bo Orlando is the athletic director. Our thanks to Bo Orlando as well. This is also senior night, and they're going to announce the homecoming court as well. So we got a busy, active evening at Crispin Field tonight for this game. Wilkes-Barre Area at Berwick. We'll be right back with the opening kickoff. Stay with us. You're watching high school football right here on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
As a community bank, First Columbia Bank and Trust knows the value of helping our young people dream, excel, and reach their goals. For more than 118 years, First Columbia has been committed to helping our communities prosper and our youth succeed. We're proud to invest in our youth through athletics, the arts, and education. First Columbia Bank and Trust, every step of the way.
Your hometown bank, the first place to go for your big-time plans. Together we'll grow every step of the way. First Columbia Bank.
When you buy or sell with Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, you get the full support of our team, providing personal, powerful, professional service. A market leader for more than 30 years, helping generations of buyers and sellers make their home dreams come true. Our award-winning team will help you every step of the way. Movers aren't included, but clients get free use of our moving truck. We're the only realtors offering this service in our market. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, celebrating 20 years as a regional philanthropic organization. With over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Accredited with national standards for U.S. community foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you, for good, forever. Atlantic Broadband has immediate openings for these positions. Do you have what it takes to be a member of our team? Do you thrive in a fast-paced, collaborative environment? Are you a creative self-starter? Would you describe yourself as passionate about customer service and knowledgeable about our services? Do you want to work hard, achieve success, and have fun? If you answered yes to these questions, contact us via the information on your screen. All right, here we go. Wilkes-Barre Area at Berwick. The opening kickoff about to get underway, and this is week 10 of the high school football season. Playoffs will get underway next week, but we still got one more week of regular season to go, and we are underway at Crispin Field. Wilkes-Barre takes the opening kickoff, and Berwick swallows them up right away. Again, that is Raphael McCoy who grabs the ball. They will mark the ball down at the 23-yard line, 22-yard line, something like that. So Wilkes-Barre Area on the opening kickoff, not able to get a whole lot back on that one. He had to take the ball back at the 12-yard line, brought it back maybe 10 yards before the Berwick defense and the special teams got in there on that. Wilkes-Barre with the opening drive. Handoff. And churning those legs. Looked as if there was going to be nothing there, but number 44, Noah Taylor, kept driving those legs. Wound up with a nice gain.
Second and 2. After the first play.
Cam Taylor getting the opening call at quarterback for Wilkes-Barre Area. And then there, of course, Noah Taylor spinning around, putting Berwick's defense to the test. Winds up with an 8-yard gain, 9-yard actually, 2nd and 1 for Wilkes-Barre. Back to throw now is Taylor Sweeney over the head of intended target number 17, Malik Robinson. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Downfield by Taylor Sweeney is incomplete. Intended for number
so Wilkes-Barre switching it out again, number 8, Taylor Sweeney.
3rd and 1.
Going across the middle, trying to hit Robinson. Double team coverage by Berwick. 3rd and 1. We're just underway. If you're joining us, you're watching Wilkes-Barre Area at Berwick High School football. And a handoff, and nothing there.
Handoff to Corey Brown.
Number 6, Corey Brown, brought down by number 55, Mike Zalutko. And that'll force a 4th and 2. And Wilkes-Barre Area, despite a good opening run by Noah Taylor, winds up having to punt. Nothing there for him. Punt is away. Lands at the 45 and takes a Wilkes-Barre roll down to the 35-yard line, and that again is where the Berwick Bulldogs will begin their first possession of the game.
The Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 with their first possession of tonight's contest.
Our friend Gary, the field announcer here for Berwick. Again, this is our season finale. Playoffs begin next week, and if you're going to make it to the playoffs, we would like to encourage you to go to those games. They could use your support. First play from scrimmage. Handoff to Tegan Wilk, who gets forced out of bounds. Goes out at the 4-yard line. 9-yard gain for Berwick.
Moves across the 40 out to the 44-yard line.
Ryan Laubach, quarterback.
And 1 from the Berwick 44.
Handoff to Tegan Wilk. Wilk, until this season, has been primarily a receiver, but they began using him in the backfield recently, and he's doing a nice job. 2nd and 1, and a handoff to number 16, Aiden Mason, and he will get the first down.
Aiden Mason on the Bulldog carry. Crosses the 45 out to the 46.
Handoff to Mason, needed 1 yard. And he gets a little bit more than that. First down, Berwick. Ball is at the 45 5.5-yard line. Lawbaugh under center. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, rolls out, and the ball comes out. He tries to pitch that one, but it got lost. And so a big loss for Berwick. They were at the 46-yard line, and they are now back at the 28-yard line. So an 18-yard loss for Berwick on a first down play. Camera's loss was a good fake by Ryan Lawbaugh because the cameras didn't even follow him. But they tried to pitch that out, and the ball went rolling away. So now it's a 2nd and 28 now for Berwick, back at the 28-yard line. And this one to Aiden Mason. Mason riding up the sidelines, taking off downfield. And he breaks free of a tackle, still going. And is going to go all the way. A 72-yard touchdown run by Aiden Mason to make it a 6-0 game. Wilkes-Barre area unable to stop Aiden Mason. Again, after a big loss, Berwick comes right back with a run play. Aiden Mason here with a handoff from Lawbaugh. Mason finds that big gap, takes off down to the sideline. You got number 8, Talise Sweeney, the last person to try to get him, slows him down. Nino Cinti throws a block, but they hang on, keep running. Extra point is up, and it is good. Here's the rest of that run by Aiden Mason. Again, 72-yard touchdown run by Aiden Mason to make it a 7-0 game. Berwick in the lead, 9 minutes to go in the first quarter.
When you buy or sell with Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, you get the full support of our team. Provide personal, powerful, professional service. A market leader for more than 30 years, helping generations of buyers and sellers make their home dreams come true. Our award-winning team will help you every step of the way. Movers aren't included, but clients get free use of our moving truck. We're the only realtors offering this service in our market. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty.
Welcome back. Wilkes-Barre area at Berwick. Berwick just scored 3 minutes into the game on a 72-yard touchdown run from scrimmage by Aiden Mason to take a 7-0 lead.
Eric Montez.
And we are getting ready for the ensuing kickoff. And number 42, Eric Montez, will do the honors from the 40-yard line. And there goes the kick. Take it back at the 15-yard line. And it is 14, Raphael McCoy bursting through, getting out to the 48-yard line. Flag comes in at the end.
At midfield, penalty flag on the play.
And there may be a face mask in there. But a big run back by Raphael McCoy, showing that he can be dangerous. And it is a face mask, and it's against Berwick, so that'll give them a little bit more room. Again, Raphael McCoy bursting through. Right there, you saw the face mask. Eric Montez going to get credited with that personal foul. So the ball was at the 48-yard line. It is now being placed at the 37-yard line.
15-yard penalty stacked on.
So Wilkes-Barre catching a good break with a face mask, and they've got great field position here to start their second drive. Back to throws Cam Taylor. Goes down the sideline. Caught by number 14, Raphael McCoy, and that's that aerial attack that we were talking about at the beginning of the game that Wilkes-Barre area can and does employ as they can.
McCoy deep in the Bulldog territory.
Ball is down at the 9-yard line, it looks like. And we're going to get a timeout.
Quarterback Cam Taylor injured on the play back at the 45.
And you heard Gary Kreischer say Cam Taylor right here, the quarterback, gets injured back as he threw the ball.
28-yard pass.
Got hit hard as he got rid of that, but it was a completion to Raphael McCoy. catches that ball and goes out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Plays made by Raphael
So a
McCoy.
big play. Got an injury timeout on the field. We'll be back with more after this. Wilkes-Barre Area at Berwick High School football on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, celebrating 20 years as a regional philanthropic organization. With over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Accredited with national standards for U.S. community foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you, for good, forever.
Back again, Wilkes-Barre Area at Berwick. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Handoff to number 6, Corey Brown.
Wilkes-Barre handoff to Corey Brown. Short gain on the play, Mason Law ball.
So again, back to the previous play. Ball's at the 37-yard line. Wilkes-Barre comes out to throw. Cam Taylor right here gets hammered as he lets go of the ball. Got injured on that play, but the good catch by Raphael McCoy at the 9-yard line. The ensuing play was good for 1. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line now for Wilkes-Barre Area. Tylee Sweeney is back in the shotgun. And again, it's a handoff and nothing there for Corey Brown.
And he is smothered in the
And he gets back to the 11-yard line, so a loss on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line.
No gain on the play. 3rd and goal from the 8.
Motion. And intercepted in the backfield in the end zone by number 7, Tegan Wilk, as Cam Taylor comes back into the game. He was shaken up on a previous play, but he goes for the back of the end zone, and Tegan Wilk, as he has done 19, make that 20 times in the season now over his career, has made an interception that ends the Wilkes-Barre drive. Cam Taylor with the throw. Going backwards, and Tegan Wilk 1-2 steps in bounds, makes the interception. They'll place the ball back at the 20-yard line, and that's where Berwick defense will step up and end the drive for Wilkes-Barre Area. Very promising drive, ending quickly for the Wolfpack. Score remains 7-0 Berwick on top. 7:21 to play in the first quarter. Ball is at the 20-yard line for Berwick. Ryan Lawbaugh at quarterback, and a handoff to Tegan Wilk, looking for some room to run. Brought down after maybe a 4-yard gain.
To Tegan Wilk.
Another look at that.
Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 from the 25.
Referees give him a good spot. 2nd and 5. Lawbaugh under center. And again, a handoff to Wilk, and he's going to get on that one.
Tegan Wilk on the carry. Gain of 1. 3rd and 4.
Third and 3. Ball is at the 27-yard line. And they fake the handoff. Lawbaugh keeps it himself, and he takes off upfield, giving chase. And Ryan Lawbaugh is going to go all the way. 73-yard touchdown run by Ryan Lawbaugh to make it a 13-0 game. Berwick taking off very early in this match. Ball is at the 27-yard line. Fakes the handoff to Tegan Wilk, and Lawbaugh waits a second, finds that gap, takes off, and nobody is going to catch Ryan Lawbaugh as he will scurry downfield. All the way from the 27-yard line in for the touchdown. Extra point is blocked. That's no good, so it will stay a 13-0 game. As again, we finish the touchdown run by Ryan Lawbaugh. 13-0, Berwick on top. We'll take a break.
As a community bank, First Columbia Bank and Trust knows the value of helping our young people dream, excel, and reach their goals. For more than 118 years, First Columbia has been committed to helping our communities prosper and our youth succeed. We're proud to invest in our youth through athletics, the arts, and education. First Columbia Bank and Trust, every step of the way.
Your hometown bank, the first place to go for your big time plan. Together we'll grow every step of the way. First Columbia Bank.
All right, we are back at it, Wilkes-Barre Area at Berwick. Berwick now 2 plays from scrimmage, 2 massive runs. Wilkes-Barre with no answer. 13-0 is the score. A bobble by number 44, Noah Taylor. Taylor looking for room to run, finally brought down. Out at the 35-yard line, looks like. Get one more look at that last touchdown run. Ryan Lawbaugh with the fake to Tegan Wilk from the 27-yard line, and Ryan Lawbaugh will just take off downfield. Nobody giving chase, or actually giving chase, but nobody able to catch him, and Ryan Lawbaugh will go 73 yards for the second touchdown of the game for the Berwick Area Bulldogs. First touchdown was a 72-yard touchdown run by Aiden Mason. So Berwick taking it to the house here tonight against the Wolfpack of Wilkes-Barre Area. Cam Taylor back at center. Hands it off. And a good run by Noah Taylor. Square no shoulders, taken off. Ball was at the 35-yard line. He winds up at the 39.
2nd and 6.
So a 4-yard gain for Noah Taylor. Handoff here from Cam Taylor. Second and 6 for Wilkes-Barre Area. Cam Taylor again under center. Motion. And a handoff this time to Raphael McCoy, who gets out to the 41-yard line. He's going to get couple of yards on that one. It'll bring up a third down
3
and 4.
3rd and a long 4.
Hand off to Raphael McCoy. Takes a long way around. Gets tripped up at the 41. 3rd and 4 now. Wilkes-Barre bringing player off field. Cam Taylor back at quarterback. In the shotgun. Looking to throw. Under pressure. Cam Taylor stepping up, takes off himself. And it is Mason Lawbaugh, number 1, who brings him down short of the first down. And Wilkes-Barre Area is going to have to punt. They are still trying to figure out how to break through this vaunted Berwick Area defense. Cam Taylor looking downfield, nobody open. Finally has to step up. Being chased right there by number 99, Anthony Sisko. But he gets brought down by Mason Lawbaugh, short of the first down, and Wilkes-Barre will have to punt this one away. 4th and 2. The high snap gets away. And nothing to do but run out of bounds for number 89, Chad Regan. Berwick is going to get the ball back with excellent field position. So on a punt, a bad snap, and Chad Regan has to go back for it. Picks it up at the 13, runs back to the 10. Goes out of bounds at about the 15-yard line, and that's where Berwick will get the ball back. We'll remind you that copies of this game are available on DVD if you're interested. They're $25 each. Makes a nice keepsake. Sometimes you can use it for college recruitment if you need it. But email us, dfarley@atlanticbb.com, and we'll send you out an order form, or you can go to our Atlantic Broadband Facebook page, find the information about today's game and an order form there as well. A handoff to to Alejandro Lopez, who dives across the end zone and makes it a 19-0 game. Alejandro Lopez on a 15-yard run. And Berwick is pulling away in this one.
19-0.
Ryan Lawball with the quick handoff again to Alejandro Lopez, who just takes it to his right, works his way outside. Great job by the offensive line. Defense keeping him a track, and Lopez will then dive across the end zone to make it a 19-0 game, and Berwick will call a timeout. And so while they're figuring what we're going to do with the extra point, I bet they're going to try and go for a 2-point conversion. We'll see what happens. Coach DeFrancesco is talking to his team. We'll come back after this with the extra point.
Atlantic Broadband has immediate openings for these positions. Do you have what it takes to be a member of our team? Do you thrive in a fast-paced, collaborative environment? Are you a creative self-starter? Would you describe yourself as passionate about customer service and knowledgeable about our services? Do you want to work hard, achieve success, and have fun? If you answered yes to these questions, contact us via the information on your screen.
And we're back again, and Berwick is going to go for the 2-point conversion. They had an extra point block earlier, so they want to get the score back to the 7-point lead if they can. So 21-0 is what they're going to be going for. They lead right now 19-0.
From the left hash mark,
Ryan Lawbaugh bobbles the snap, pass, caught in the end zone to number 5, Blake Maurer, and the extra point. The 2-point conversion is good. It makes it a
pass is completed to
21
and he catches and dives into the end zone for the
to nothing game. Berwick out in front. Take another look at that.
21 Berwick, 0-4.
Despite the bobble there by Lawball, he's able to pick it up quickly. Find Blake Maurer at the 1-yard line. He comes down with the ball and still manages to make it across the end zone to make a point conversion, and the score is Berwick 21, Wilkes-Barre Area nothing. 3:19 to play in the first quarter. Back after this.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, celebrating 20 years as a regional philanthropic organization. With over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Accredited with national standards for U.S. community foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you, for good, forever.
All right, we are back. Wilkes-Barre about to receive another kickoff from Berwick. This is the 3rd touchdown of the first quarter for Berwick. This one coming at a bad snap on a Wilkes-Barre punt. Berwick getting the ball at the 15-yard line. First play from scrimmage. Alejandro Lopez goes 15 yards for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion is good, and Berwick leads 21-0 here in the game. Sorting things out.
Adjustment, and we're back to 3 minutes and 27 seconds remaining.
And to fix the time clock.
Hinkle kicking off for the Dogs.
Back at the 10-yard line. Working outside is number 14, Raphael McCoy. Finally gets pushed out of bounds.
McCoy
out near midfield.
Outside containment and sprints across the 50-yard line.
So we'll go back and show you the events that happened. This is how Berwick got their 3rd touchdown. It was a bad snap, too high by Wilkes-Barre Area. And the punter has to go out of bounds at the 15-yard line. That's where Berwick got the ball back. And then Alejandro Lopez works his way outside. A 15-yard run and a nice diving catch into the end zone to make it 21-0 at the after the two-point conversion. Wilkes-Barre Area handing it off to number 6 Corey Brown. They get back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 now.
No gain.
As Wilkes-Barre Area tries to get back into this game. They are down by 3 touchdowns.
Slavinsky and Ethan Hughes also in on the tackle. 2nd and 10 for
Tony Swinney
Wolfpack.
at quarterback now for the Wolfpack. Out to throw. Looking downfield. That one is across the middle, in and out of the hands of Malik Robinson, and he wanted that one back.
Swinney in the contest. Throw downfield is incomplete, defended by the Bulldogs. Intended for number 17, Malik Robinson. Will bring up a 3rd and 10 from the 50.
Tony Swinney back to throw. Plenty of time trying to get this to Malik Robinson, but it's tipped away from him, and there he is, upset that he couldn't pull that one in. Had some room to run as well. 2:36 to play in the first quarter. Berwick out in front, 21-0. Swinney again at quarterback. Hands it off this time to number 14, Raphael McCoy. McCoy cuts back. Oh, and you saw it at the end right there.
McCoy on the carry.
Silas Armstrong being shoved around by Mason Lawbaugh. At least that's what the referees are going to see. That's probably going to be personal foul. Flags did fly. And it is against Berwick, and that will give Wilkes-Barre Area the first down. Ball was at the 48-yard line of Berwick. Watch the end of this play right here.
Penalty against the Bulldogs will give the Wolfpack an automatic first down.
Number 42 and number 1 going at it, and an extra shove at the end there. You saw number 42, Silas Armstrong, with his arm in the air, giving up. So the ball gets placed at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for Wilkes-Barre Area. And we've got Cam Taylor back in at quarterback. They switch it up a little bit. Taylor takes the snap, looking to throw, gets rid of it, downfield, and there he is, a touchdown. Raphael McCoy, a 33-yard touchdown pass to get Wilkes-Barre on the board. 21-6 now the score.
Runs under the ball for a Wilkes-Barre touchdown.
And we've said it before, an aerial attack by Wilkes-Barre Area. When you bring in Raphael McCoy, who is a speedster, Cam Taylor with a good throw. McCoy will catch this one at the 4-yard line, and despite the best efforts of Berwick, gets tackled on the end zone. Here's the extra point attempt by number 4, Michael Deutsch-Jones. Kick is up, and it is good. And we have a 21-7 game, Wilkes-Barre Area at Berwick. 2:05 to play in the first quarter. Stay with us. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
Wilkes-Barre 7.
As a community bank, First Columbia Bank and Trust knows the value of helping our young people dream, excel, and reach their goals. For more than 118 years, First Columbia has been committed to helping our communities prosper and our youth succeed. We're proud to invest in our youth through athletics, the arts, and education. First Columbia Bank and Trust, every step of the way.
Your hometown bank, the first place to go for your big time plans. Together we'll grow every step of the way. First Columbia Bank.
And we're back. Wilkes-Barre Area Wolfpack at the Berwick Area Bulldogs. Wilkes-Barre getting their first points of the game. A very nice play.
We have a
33-yard touchdown pass from Cam Taylor to number 14, Raphael McCoy. And here comes the ensuing kickoff.
You blocking an exit, you must remove it immediately.
Kick is down. It's going to be picked up at the 20-yard line by Alejandro Lopez. Lopez looking.
Blocking the driveway at the Jingle
And he's going to get brought down at about the
license plate JDZ
29-yard line. Go back and look at the Wilkes-Barre touchdown. Very nice play. This one occurring after a personal foul penalty against Berwick. After the play was dead, move the ball to the 33-yard line. It is Cam Taylor finding number 14, Raphael McCoy at the 4-yard line. Brought down right there by Sean Sheptuck, but in the end zone, and the extra point's good. The score, Berwick 21, Wilkes-Barre 7. Berwick now with the ball. Back at their own 29-yard line. And we have number 9, Blaine Cleaver, in at quarterback for the Bulldogs. He'll hand this one off to Lopez, looking for some room to run. Ball comes out. I'm going to say the play was already dead at that point. Ball will be at the 37-yard line. Lopez brought down by number 21, Abu Samek.
Possession on the ground. No fumble on the play. Gain of 8. Second down and 2.
Blaine Cleaver in the game. At quarterback, Alejandro Lopez. Ball at the 29. Finally brought down there, actually by number 15, Anthony Ginn. Second and 2 for Berwick. Ball is at the Bulldogs' 37-yard line. Cleaver again, looking to throw. Turns around, lets it fly downfield, and way overshoots his intended target, Tegan Wilk.
Downfield intended for Tegan Wilk.
And that'll stop the clock with 1:02 in the first quarter. 3rd and 2 now for the Berwick Bulldogs.
3rd and 2 from the Berwick 37.
This is senior night here at Crispin Field, final regular season game for the Bulldogs. Both of these teams are headed to the playoffs in their respective District 2 brackets. Berwick in the Quad A, Wilkes-Barre in the 6A. Cleaver again at quarterback, 3rd and 2. Quick handoff to Lopez. He's got the first down and more.
Lopez across the 40-yard line.
Brought down at the 41-yard line.
Down. Malik Robinson on the tackle for the Wolfpack. Under a minute in the first quarter.
Lopez needs 2. Got a lot more than that. 1st and 10 for Berwick from their own 41-yard line. First quarter slowly rolling to an end. This could be the last play of the first quarter. Blaine Cleaver at quarterback. They pitch it out to Lopez. Lopez looking to get some room to run. Gets out to the
Alejandro Lopez, left side
47-yard line.
Around
6-yard gain. Clock is running, and that should be the end of the first quarter. Pitch from Blaine Cleaver to Alejandro Lopez.
Our first
he
quarter
will take it out to the 47-yard line, and the clock is beginning to wind down, and the first quarter will come to an end with the score Berwick 21, Wilkes-Barre 7. We'll be back with the second quarter after this. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
When you buy or sell with Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, you get the full support of our team, providing personal, powerful, professional service. A market leader for more than 30 years, helping generations of buyers and sellers make their home dreams come true. Our award-winning team will help you every step of the way. Movers aren't included, but clients get free use of our moving truck. We're the only realtors offering this service in our market. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty.
The O'Neill's a magical place. We are the launch pad of the American theater. When a piece is with us, it is going next to stages in Hollywood, stages on Broadway, stages in London. We need to be connected to the world. What we wanted with programming required better connectivity. Atlantic Broadband was there from day one. It is key to have a provider that is reliable and creates bespoke solutions for our unique way of doing business.
On the visitor side,
all right, second quarter about to get underway. Berwick a 2nd and 4 from their own 47-yard line. Flag flies. Lopez gets out close to that first down marker.
So visit the junior class
But we will see
on the visitors' side
if that goes against Berwick or not. It's a hold, and it is against Berwick, so that will back them up a little bit. 2nd and 4 at this point. Alejandro Lopez trying to turn up that corner.
Holding against the Bulldogs. 10-yard penalty being marked off again.
So they'll back it up 10 more yards. It'll bring it 2nd and 14 now for the Berwick Bulldogs. They were at their own 47-yard line. They'll be back at their own 37-yard line now.
2nd and 14.
Blaine Cleaver in at quarterback. Ryan Lawbaugh started the game. Berwick may be taking a cue from Wilkes-Barre, which is switching out between two quarterbacks all game long. As of right now, it is Blaine Cleaver under center. 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Looking for the screen. A little pressure. Cleaver looking. And he will have to send us downfield.
Cleaver flushed out of the pocket.
And that'll bring up a 3rd and 14 for the Berwick Area Bulldogs.
Out of bounds. We'll bring up a 3rd and 14.
Good crowd on hand for this game here tonight. The regular season finale. Berwick, if they win tonight, will host a quarterfinal game next week. Wilkes-Barre Area will be playing in the 6A semifinals. Cleaver again. Handoff to Aiden Mason. Mason gets very little on that one. They were at the 37-yard line, might have got a yard or two out of that play. And I'll bring up a 4th down. Berwick will have to punt for the first time in the game today. Berwick's getting 3 touchdowns. A 72-yard run by Aiden Mason to get the first touchdown. Ryan Lawbaugh with a 73-yard run to get the second, and then Alejandro Lopez with a 15-yard run to get the 3rd touchdown. 2-point conversion made it 21-0. Then Raphael McCoy took a 33-yard pass from Cam Taylor to make it a 21-7 game. That's where things stand as we are now in the 2nd quarter. Punt is away. Takes a Berwick roll and will go out of bounds at the 33-yard line
do get a roll on the play from the 40 to the 30
of Wilkes-Barre Area, and that's where they will get the ball back. Take a look at the Berwick Area cheerleaders and, of course, the Berwick Area Bulldog as the teams get set up for the next series of downs. Senior night activities took place just prior to the start of the game, and it was a little bit long. But there was a lot of seniors. They had cheerleaders, they had band members, and they had football players, and they honored them all. They also had a Hall of Fame announcement of the Hall of Fame members being inducted this year to the Berwick Hall of Fame. We'll have all that for you at halftime, as well as the announcement of the homecoming court, the presentation of the homecoming court. We got Tali Swinney at quarterback for Wilkes-Barre Area. He will keep it himself. Going to wind up with a couple of yards on that one. They'll bring up a 2nd down and
short gain of 2.
8.
2nd and 8.
We're in the 2nd quarter. The Wolfpack, brand new team this year, comprised of football players from Coughlin, Myers, and GAR. All 3 schools combining this year into a larger school. The Wilkes-Barre Area school itself is being built. Take a couple of years to get that done. In the meantime, we have got Tali Swinney back at quarterback from the 30, looking to throw. Has to get rid of it. And it looks like it is caught there by Raphael McCoy at the 45-yard line. That will be enough for a 1st down for Wilkes-Barre Area.
1st down for
Swinney under pressure.
Gain of 9.
Is able to find Raphael McCoy across the middle. Ball is at the 42-yard line. 45-yard line. There was a look at one of the Wilkes-Barre Area coaches. We had a penalty after the play. Again, another personal foul against Berwick.
After the first
And
down,
so instead of having the ball at the
Bulldogs,
Wilkes-Barre 45-yard line,
personal foul, and another.
Wilkes-Barre will get it
first
at the
down Berwick
40-yard line of Berwick and a 1st and 10. So Berwick solidly in the lead in this game, yet committing some unnecessary personal fouls, giving Wilkes-Barre a chance to get back into this game. Cam Taylor, number 7, now in at quarterback for the Wolfpack. 1st 10 from the Berwick 40. Quick handoff, number 44, Noah Taylor. He's not going to get anything.
Handoff inside the
Defense for Berwick.
Quickly upset by Blaine Cleaver for the Bulldogs.
Holding.
No short gain on the play. Let's call it second.
Might have got a half a yard on that. Blaine Cleaver getting in there to trip him up. Ball's at the 39, so they got 1 yard out of it. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Wolfpack. They're looking to the sideline for the play to run. And now it is Tali Swinney at quarterback for Wilkes-Barre Area. Back to throw. Looking to his left, lets it fly. Intercepted by Blake Maurer, who avoids the tackle, takes off upfield, and he is going to go all the way and return this one for a pick 6. Berwick out to a 27-7 lead. A pick 6 by Blake Maurer. Takes it from the 10-yard, goes back 90 yards. So again, a surprising turn of events, just when it looks like Wilkes-Barre was getting some momentum, taking advantage of some mistakes by Berwick. Interception by Berwick. And Blake Maurer, who takes it to the house. It's 27-7. Here's the extra point. It is up. And that one is good. Go back to the interception. Wilkes-Barre Area from the 39. It is caught at the 10-yard line by Blake Maurer, who makes his way back over the 20, the 30, sidesteps right there past a defensive, stays in bounds, and now nobody's going to be able to catch him. Last person trying to get to him is number 58, Kobe Bednar, but it is Blake Maurer going 90 yards for an interception and a touchdown by the Berwick Area Bulldogs. They now lead 28-7 with 8:24 to go in the half.
As a community bank, First Columbia Bank and Trust knows the value of helping our young people dream, excel, and reach their goals. For more than 118 years, First Columbia has been committed to helping our communities prosper and our youth succeed. We're proud to invest in our youth through athletics, the arts, and education. First Columbia Bank and Trust, every step of the way.
Your hometown bank, the first place to go for your big time plans. Together we'll grow every step of the way. First Columbia Bank.
Berwick out in front 28-7 after a pick 6 back at their Wilkes-Barre 10-yard line. Brings it back 90 yards to make it 28-7. Blake Maurer did. Here is the ensuing kickoff and return. And look at McCoy. McCoy is still on his feet. Taking off downfield, and he may be going all the way. It is Raphael McCoy turning on his speed, and he will take it right back to the house and make this a 28-13 game.
Kickoff return for Wilkes-Barre.
A big surprising turn of events. Berwick takes a interception back for a touchdown. And then you got Raphael McCoy taking the ball back at about the 20-yard line on the ensuing kickoff, avoiding tackles all over the place. Almost goes down right here, able to get away from number 27, Evan Megan. Alejandro Lopez giving chase, and it is Raphael McCoy who will then go 80 yards, outrunning everybody to make this a 28-13 game. They call a timeout before they take the extra point kick. So we'll go Going to again show you the interception by Berwick that made this a 28-0 game. That one's picked off by Blake Maurer. He will bring this one back 90 yards. Gets up to midfield, avoids the tackle right there, and then it's like they lost him. He takes off downfield. Blake Maurer will go 90 yards for Berwick's 4th touchdown of the game. Then on the ensuing kickoff, it's this young man right here, Raphael McCoy, taking it back at about the 20-yard line, and he will go 80 yards. Nobody from Berwick able to catch him. McCoy is a track star at Wilkes-Barre Area as well. And it's now 28-13 with the ensuing extra point coming up. Wilkes-Barre Area called a timeout with 8:08 to play. They wanted to talk this over.
Point after attempt for Wilkes-Barre will be made by Michael Deutsch-Jones.
Wilkes-Barre Area set. Extra point. Kick is up. And it is good. And that will make this a 28-14 game. So Wilkes-Barre Area keeping pace with Berwick out on the field. One big run for a touchdown and another big run for a touchdown. 8:08 to play in the first half.
When you buy or sell with Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, you get the full support of our team, providing personal, powerful, professional service. A market leader for more than 30 years, helping generations of buyers and sellers make their home dreams come true. Our award-winning team will help you every step of the way. Movers aren't included, but clients get free use of our moving truck. We're the only realtors offering this service in our market. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty.
And we're back again. Wilkes-Barre Area. About to kick off to Berwick. Following what they're giving now at 84 yards, so he took the ball back at the 16-yard line. Boy did. 84-yard kickoff return for Wilkes-Barre Area. Cuts Berwick's lead in half. It's now 28-14. And here comes the ensuing kickoff. Berwick marching band. Having a good time along with some of the fans. Finally ready for the whistle. There we go. We'll get the ensuing kickoff now by Wilkes-Barre Area. Little wobble. Bobble. Picked up by Lopez. Lopez looking. Finally slowed down. Brought down.
Lopez picking up that kick around his 20-yard line, brings it out close to the
36, 7-yard line. So both special teams are making some damage. That was a slow roller. Alejandro Lopez finally picks it up. Looking for some room to run. Not much there. It has to go right through everybody. Finally slowed down and brought down by Wilkes-Barre Area. Gets the ball back at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Law ball back at quarterback. Lopez gets the call. And he is going to lose yardage on that one. Down at the 39-yard line. 3-yard loss on the play. That'll bring up a
Silas Armstrong.
Actually, ball was at the
2nd down and 8.
37-yard line. So he did get a couple of yards on that. Alejandro Lopez. Gets the ball out to the 39. 2nd and 8. We're in the second quarter. A high-scoring game. A lot of big plays by both teams. Law ball. Hands it off to Tegan Wilk. Wilk straight arms, gets the ball out to the 43-yard line. Bring up a third down for the Berwick Bulldogs.
Tegan Wilk on the carry. Raphael McCoy, and number 2, Nino Cinti on the tackle.
Again, Wilk
gained 4.
not being used just as a wide receiver. Straight arms, stays on his feet. Gets bulldogged and brought down. 3rd and 4 now for the Bulldogs. 6.5 to play in the first half. Ryan Lawball back at quarterback in the shotgun. Puts Maurer in motion. And Lawball keeps it himself. Gets out close to midfield. That's enough for a first down.
Blake Maurer on the run pass option.
And the chains will move. Berwick will maintain possession.
Berwick first down. 1st and 10 at the Berwick 49.
Good fake to Maurer. Lawball keeps it himself. Dives forward. Down at the 49-yard line of Berwick. 1st and 10. This time they do hand it off. Aiden Mason gets over midfield.
Aiden Mason on the carry.
Gets 3 yards on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Wilkes-Barre 48.
Mason. Got number 42, Silas Armstrong, in on that tackle for Wilkes-Barre Area. 2nd and 7. Lawball keeps it himself. Takes off upfield. And a big run.
Lawball on the carry, and he's tackled.
Brought down eventually by Noah Taylor, but not before he gets out to the
Noah Taylor on the saving tackle for
26-yard line.
Gain of 24 down to the 26. 1st and 10, Berwick.
Berwick. Fake the handoff to Tegan Wilk. Lawball keeps it himself, and he will run for 20 yards. Tegan Wilk avoiding traffic, still on his feet, still keeping going, down to 5, and into the end zone. Berwick
Tegan Wilk
with their 5th touchdown of the half. A 26-yard touchdown run by Tegan Wilk puts Berwick up at 34. Ball is back at the 26-yard line. Tegan Wilk breaks a tackle by Michael Deutsch. Joins right there. Another tackle he avoids another tackle. Still on his feet. Gets away from Aiden Redding, number 32. Then cuts back inside and has to kind of twist his way into the end zone, but he does get in for the touchdown. Berwick 34, Wilkes-Barre 14. Extra point is no good.
Point after attempt is
so Berwick now in front by 20 points, leading in this game over Wilkes-Barre Area 34-14.
Wilkes-Barre 14.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, celebrating 20 years as a regional philanthropic organization. With over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Accredited with national standards for U.S. community foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever.
And we're back. Berwick scoring their 5th touchdown of the first half on a 26-yard touchdown run by Tegan Wilk. And they're about to kick back off now to the Wilkes-Barre Area Wolfpack. And we've got Brendan Hinkle doing the kickoff. Eric Montez will kick it off himself once in a while. That one going to roll down, picked up at the 16-yard line by number 44, Noah Taylor, short run back.
Fielded by number 44, Noah Taylor.
Again, amazing run by Tegan Wilk, avoiding tackle after tackle after tackle. Handoff from Lawbaugh, back at the 26-yard line. Gets away from 1, 2, 3,
Wilkes-Barre.
4,
play 1st and 10 from their
and then cuts inside. 2 people coming at him, and he twists around, still keeping his knees up off of the field. Touchdown is good. Extra point was not. Berwick with a 20-point lead, 4:40 play in the game. Here come the Wilkes-Barre Area Wolfpack. Cam Taylor at quarterback this series. Pitch it out. No gain on the play.
Left side run.
Try to get that run by Corey Brown.
Corey Brown.
Ball will go back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
For no gain on the play.
For Berwick, or for Wilkes-Barre.
Holding up that right side with the tackle, Eric Montez.
And now it's Tali Swinney at quarterback for the Wolfpack. They will hand it off, or keep it himself. Swinney will. Looks like they were going to hand it off. And Swinney might get a couple of yards out of that. A whole bunch of Bulldogs taking him down.
But Montez and Anthony Seastar there for the Berwick tackle. Gain of 2.
The fake to Corey Brown. Swinney keeps it himself. Ball is spotted now at the 32-yard line. 3rd down and 8 for Wilkes-Barre. Cam Taylor back to throw. Being pressured and brought down by Eric Montez in the backfield for a big loss. Brought down to the 25-yard line. And that'll bring up a 4th and long for Wilkes-Barre Area. They're going to have to punt this one away. Cam Taylor
on the play.
Looking to throw.
4th and 14.
Eric Montez coming in right there, giving him some pressure.
Standing
and makes a nice open field tackle to force a punt. From back of the 12-yard line, punt is away, gets across midfield, and it will roll out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
Gets a good roll.
Referee says, and Berwick will get the ball at their own 37-yard line with 2:44 to play in the half. You're watching Wilkes-Barre Area at Berwick High School football here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. Remind you that DVDs of this game are available. All you got to do to get one is email us. We'll send you back an order form. You fill that out and mail it in with your payment. You can send it to dfarley@atlanticbb.com. Tell us what game you're looking for, and we'll send the information out to you. dfarley@atlanticbb.com, or you can go to Facebook and search for Atlantic Broadband and look for information about today's game, and that's where you will find information about today's game. And good run by Ryan Lawbaugh. There's also an order form that you can print out from the Facebook page as well. Lawbaugh will get out to the 46-yard line. Bring up a 2nd down and 1. Clock running. Berwick keeping the ball on the ground to keep the clock moving. Lawbaugh back in the shotgun. Hands it off to Aiden Mason. Mason with some room to run. Takes off upfield. Goes out of bounds. Still in bounds. Looked like he was going to step out of bounds there back at the 35, but wound up staying in bounds and brought down at the 25-yard line. So a 29-yard run by Aiden Mason. Berwick still on the move.
Gain of 29 yards on the play.
A 29-yard run. Aiden Mason with the handoff. He goes to the near side of the field. Good blocks. Right about here, looks like he was going to step out of bounds, but he avoids a tackle instead and gets brought down at the 25-yard line. Lawbaugh to throw. Under pressure. Lets it fly. And that falls incomplete, nearly picked off by Abu Samake.
Short, incomplete. Defending the play, Abu Samake.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for Berwick.
1:29 remaining in the half.
Law ball being pressured.
2nd and 10 from the Wilkes-Barre.
Has to get rid of it. Goes for it all. And it just misses Blake Maurer. Another throw under pressure. Screens it out to Aiden Mason. Mason takes off over the 10 to the 5. Brought down at the 7-yard line.
Successful for the Bulldogs to Aiden Mason.
And that will be another first down for Berwick as we take a look at the Berwick area cheerleaders. There are some of the folks who will be taking part in
the 7.
Homecoming court experience at halftime, which we'll have for you as well. From the 25, a screen pass to Aiden Mason, who will avoid a tackle or two. Finally brought down at the 7-yard line by number 21, Abu Samake. A minute to go in the half. Hand off to Tegan Wilk, who is going to be brought down eventually at the 1-yard line.
Carry. Nice down close to the goal line, but is short on the tackle.
Tegan Wilk from the 7. Lots of Wilkes-Barre players there. Keeps his feet moving. Finally down at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for Berwick.
From the 1.
Clock running. Here's Ryan Lawbaugh. Tegan Wilk with the touchdown. Berwick will get their 6th touchdown of the half and take a 40-14 lead with just seconds left on the clock. Lawbaugh from the 1-yard line, hands off to Tegan Wilk. Wilk finds that little gap, squeezes through, and gets into the end zone to make it a 40-14 game. Here comes the extra point.
Brandon Hinkle for the point after attempt.
25 seconds left in the half. Berwick way out in front now. Kick is up. And that one is good, and that makes Berwick 41, Wilkes-Barre Area 14. Berwick with a 27-point lead with 25 seconds left to go in the half. Stay with us. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
Atlantic Broadband has immediate openings for these positions. Do you have what it takes to be a member of our team? Do you thrive in a fast-paced, collaborative environment? Are you a creative self-starter? Would you describe yourself as passionate about customer service and knowledgeable about our services? Do you want to work hard, achieve success, and have fun? If you answered yes to these questions, contact us via the information on your screen.
All right, welcome back. For Wilkes-Barre, this half can't come quick enough as Berwick just scored their 6th touchdown of the half to take a 41-14 lead over the Wolfpack of Wilkes-Barre Area. Here's a short kickoff. They go to the far side of the field.
759-2597.
And nothing going on right there for Wilkes-Barre Area. So they'll get the ball back with 19 seconds. Run back by Aiden Redding. Halftime, we'll have some first half highlights for you. We'll also show you the entire senior night activities, which took place prior to the start of the game. And we'll also take a look at the homecoming court and show you all that. That's all coming up at halftime, so an extended halftime experience for you here tonight. For Berwick, stay with us for that. And we'll see what the second half brings as well. Right now it is Talise Swinney at quarterback. And he will take it himself. Turns upfield, gets out to midfield.
Sweeney on the quarterback sweep.
And that's enough for a first down. 15-yard run for Sweeney. Goes out of bounds to stop the clock. So Wilkes-Barre area trying to get one more touchdown here before the half is over. To Lee Sweeney.
Pickup of 9.
Coming towards the camera. Keegan Wilk getting there.
The 49.
Tries to strip the ball out. Does, but just as he goes out of bounds. Ball's at the 49, so 14-yard run. 12 and a half seconds left in the half. Sweeney at quarterback looking. Back to throw. Being challenged. He has to get rid of it. And he throws that. You can see Coach DiFrancesco saying nobody is even near that ball. That's most likely going to be intentional grounding. We'll see if referees confer. Flag comes out, and it will be intentional grounding.
And now penalty flag coming out.
So with 6.6 seconds left in the half, that'll back the Wolfpack up a little bit. They were at the 49. Five-yard penalty. That'll bring up a
5-yard penalty marked off against the Wolfpack.
Second down and long.
3rd and 6. From the
6.6 seconds left in the game. Berwick scoring 6 touchdowns here in the first half. Sweeney under center. Hands this one off to number 6, Corey Brown. Corey Brown goes out of bounds with 1.7 seconds left in the half.
Right side run by Corey Brown. Does cross midfield and will have a Wolfpack first down.
Spot is at the Berwick 49-yard line, so that is a first down as you heard.
At the Berwick 49 with 1.7 seconds remaining. Final play coming up of the first half.
It's been a busy highlight-prone first half. A lot of big plays on both sides of the ball. We'll have all those plays for you at halftime. Stay tuned for that. And again, we appreciate you watching high school football and sports right here on Atlantic Broadband. We're going to get a timeout called by Wilkes-Barre area with 1.7 seconds left. They've got the timeout. Why not use it? So that's what they're going to do. We'll take a listen to some information about our friends at Atlantic Broadband.
While your oven is preheating, stack 2 eggs and whisk them into your bowl of flour, baking powder, and salt. In a separate bowl, use an electric mixer to whip your butter, shortening.
I'm making a unicorn cake!
Go ahead and add just
How magical!
To bring some rich, yummy flavor.
All right, welcome back. 1.7 seconds left in the half. Wilkes-Barre calls a timeout. They're going to try for a big play here, it looks like. Little screen and a slippage right there by Raphael McCoy, who finally gets knocked out of bounds, and that is where the first half will come to an end. With the score, Berwick 41, Wilkes-Barre area 14. We're going to take a short break. We will come back with the first half highlights. We'll also have the senior night activities, which took place prior to the start of the game, and we'll also have a look at the homecoming court as well. All that coming up next at halftime right here on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
When you buy or sell with Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, you get the full support of our team, providing personal, powerful, professional service. A market leader for more than 30 years, helping generations of buyers and sellers make their home dreams come true. Our award-winning team will help you every step of the way. Movers aren't included, but clients get free use of our moving truck. We're the only realtors offering this service in our market. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, celebrating 20 years as a regional philanthropic organization. With over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Accredited with national standards for U.S. community foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever.
As a community bank, First Columbia Bank and Trust knows the value of helping our young people dream, excel, and reach their goals. For more than 118 years, First Columbia has been committed to helping our communities prosper and our youth succeed. We're proud to invest in our youth through athletics, the arts, and education. First Columbia Bank and Trust, every step of the way.
Your hometown bank, the first place to go for your big time plans. Together we'll grow every step of the way. First Columbia Bank.
All right, welcome back. You're watching Wilkes-Barre Area at Berwick High School football. And
Dallas 38, Lake Lehman 6.
It was an interesting first half.
13,
Lots of scoring.
Mifflinburg 7, Lewisburg nothing.
And we're going to take a look at the first half highlights. Berwick getting on board first, getting backed up deep into their own territory at their own 29-yard line.
Our game ball winner.
A second and 28. They hand the ball off to number 16, Aiden Mason, and Aiden Mason will outrun number 8, Tully Swinney right there, and avoid Nino Sinti, number 2, getting chased by number 32, Aiden Redding, but they're not going to catch him. Aiden Mason going 72 yards for the first touchdown of the game. Berwick gets that. Wilkes-Barre doing a nice job on this play. Cam Taylor back at the 37-yard line. Believe looking for Raphael McCoy. McCoy will pull that one in and somehow drag that foot. Gets the ball down to the 9-yard line, but the drive will stall. Facing a 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. It is number 7, Cam Taylor, looking into the end zone, but Tegan Wilk is looking as well. He, 1-2, will keep the ball. Interception in the end zone, and the drive will stall. Berwick gets the ball back at the 20-yard line. Berwick leading 7-0 at this point. Still first quarter. Fake the handoff to Tegan Wilk. Back to the 27-yard line. Ryan Lawball finds a gap. He takes off upfield. Being chased again by number 32, Aiden Redding, and nobody is going to catch Ryan Lawball, and he will go 73 yards for a Berwick touchdown. So the first touchdown was 72 yards. Second one was 73. Wilkes-Barre having all kinds of trouble. Facing a 4th and 2. They have to punt this away. It's a bad snap. Goes over the head of the punter. Number 89, Chad Regan. He has to go out of bounds at the 15-yard line, which will set up the next touchdown for Berwick. From the 15-yard line, it's a handoff to Alejandro Lopez. Lopez will work his magic, work out to the near side of the field, avoid some tackles, some good blocking, and spins and dives into the end zone to make it a Berwick lead, 3rd touchdown of the game. Berwick at this point, after missing and having a extra point block, leading 19-0. Here's the 2-point conversion. A snap to Ryan Lawball. He wasn't quite ready for that one. You can see he was looking the other way, but he's still able to get the ball out to Blake Bauer, who manages to get over into the end zone to make it a 2-point conversion. It's 21-0 at that point. Wilkes-Barre, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, saying we're not done yet here already. Here is Cam Taylor from the 33. He will fire this down. He's going to find who else? Raphael McCoy, who makes the grab, pulls it in, a 33-yard touchdown reception by Wilkes-Barre Area. Wilkes-Barre with the ball in the second. From the 39 going for it all, but that pass is picked off back at the 10-yard line by Blake Bauer. Looked like he was going to be out right there, but he stays in bounds, avoids the tackle. He is going to go 90 yards for a pick 6 and put Berwick out in front by a score of 27-7. play takes a long time to finish when it's going 90 yards. Not to be outdone on the ensuing kickoff. It's Wilkes-Barre taking the ball back at the 16-yard line. Who else? This is Raphael McCoy doing what he does best, avoiding tackle after tackle after tackle, staying on his feet, even though it looked like they had him right there. Gets away from Evan Megan, takes off upfield. The race is on, but nobody's going to catch the speedster Raphael McCoy, and he is going to go 84 yards. Back-to-back long touchdowns by both of these teams, and the extra point is good. Score at that point is Berwick 28 and Wilkes-Barre 14. Second quarter action, Berwick with the ball. And again, a handoff to Tegan Wilk. Nice run from the 26-yard line. Tegan Wilk avoiding tackle after tackle. Redding right there has a chance to get him, can't hang on. Wilk with a spin move, finally being churned and turned, but winds up in the end zone. It's another touchdown for Berwick. They're in lead 34-14, 20-point lead at this point. 2 minutes to go in the half. The handoff right there to Aiden Mason. Back at their own 46-yard line, and Aiden Mason will find some room to run. Takes off upfield. Looks like he's going to go out of bounds right there, but manages to stay on his feet. A 20-yard run by Aiden Mason. And then a few plays later, Berwick on the 1-yard line. It'll be ball, handing off to Tegan Wilk. Finds that little slice in there and glides into the end zone. And it's another touchdown for Berwick. That's where the scoring came to an end for Berwick, leading at the half by a score of, let me get the right score for you, 41-14. All right, let's get to some senior night activities. We had the Berwick Hall of Fame folks announced prior to the start of the game tonight, and we're going to take that to you right now. This is the Berwick Hall of Fame announcement. Congratulations to all the Hall of Fame members.
To start, we have Whitney Bull Holloway. Whitney is a BHS class of 1999 graduate and standout athlete in basketball, soccer, and tennis. Robert Calarco Jr., also a Berwick High School class of 1999 graduate and a standout basketball player. Next we have Tony Lawson, a BHS class of 1999 graduate who was a standout runner.
Tony Lawson announces our run for the Diamonds here on Unlimited Broadband Channel 10.
Standing in honor of Richard Seeley, BHS class of 1965, who is being inducted posthumously, is the John Seeley family. Richard was a standout on the track and cross-country teams. And speaking of teams, we have some teams receiving special recognition at this year's banquet. The 1985 Berwick wrestling team, who finished third in the state with a record of 11-5-1. The 1985 baseball team, who were the Columbia County League champs with a record of 18-1. And the 1987 girls swim team, who were NEPA Swim League champs and District 4 champs with a record of 13-0. They remain still the only swim team to be undefeated in Berwick's history. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for our most recent Hall of Fame inductees.
Again, those are the Hall of Fame inductees. That was prior to the start of the game. Right after that, they started it with the Berwick Senior Night, and there's a whole lot of seniors on this particular team. We're going to get some football players, we're going to get some cheerleaders, and some band members, and we want to recognize all of the seniors, so this may take a little while, but we will get through this all, and it's going to halftime information. Here come the Berwick Senior Night, and we'll start with the football players.
And now I'd like to introduce our seniors to the field. We'll be starting with our football players, beginning with number 7, Tegan Wilk. Tegan is escorted by Aaron and Jessica Wilk. Number 10, Ryan Curtis Lawbaugh. Ryan is escorted by John and Camille Lawbaugh. Number 11, Preston Robbins. Preston is escorted by Jeremy and Penny Robbins. Number 13, Shane Levan. Shane is being escorted by Skeet and Lisa Levan. Number 21, Alejandro Lopez. Being escorted by Stephanie Crossley. Number 29, Cole David Martelli. Cole is being escorted by Amy Fight and Nathaniel Fight. Number 36, Dallas Michael Schechterly. Dallas is being escorted by Christopher and Riddell Schechterly. Number 42, Eric Michael Montez. Eric is being escorted onto the field by Linda Ann Montez. Number 52, Aaron Mitchell Cashman. Aaron is being escorted by Rich and Amber Cashman. Number 55, Michael Andrew Zalutko. Michael is being escorted by Michael and Carol Zalutko. Number 60, Sullivan Slabinski. Sullivan is being escorted by Jeff and Shannon Slabinski. Number 66, Nicholas Scott Heimbaugh. Nicholas is being escorted by Joe and Kim Heimbaugh. Number 75, Sean Jason Powell. Sean is being escorted by Abigail Powell. Number 78, Gabriel Christopher DePippa. Gabe is being escorted by Chris and Bernadette DePippa. Number 79, Noah Andrew Craig. Noah is being escorted by Frankie and Misty Slusser. Number 84, Antonio Andre Barata. Antonio is being escorted by Antonio and Lori Barata. And last, number 99, Anthony James Sisko. Anthony is being escorted by Patrick and Michelle Peruso, Amber Sisko, and Robert Pierce. Let's give these senior football players a huge round of applause.
Again, those are your football seniors. They're now prior to the start of the game tonight. And there was a little gap, and we recorded all this for you, so we split this up into sections. Here come the cheerleaders that were announced prior to the start of the game tonight.
At this time, I would like to introduce our senior cheerleaders. First, we have Rihanna Balliet. Rihanna is escorted by her parents, Chad and Rochelle Balliet. Miranda Bedwell. Miranda is the daughter of Joseph and Tammy Bedwell and being escorted by Rachel Welver. Next we have Abigail Clark. Abby is the daughter of Charles and Jill Clark, being escorted by Jill Clark and siblings. Followed by Morgan Cooper. Morgan is being escorted by her father James Cooper and sister Casey Cooper. Jendon Moore. Jendon is being escorted by Brandon and Jen Noor. Olivia Learn. Olivia is the daughter of Tim Learn and the late Julie Learn, being escorted by her father, Tim Learn. And last we have Natalia Pasquale. Natalia is being escorted by Anthony Pasquale and Monica Learn. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these cheerleaders a huge round of applause.
All right, those were your cheerleaders. And last but not least, we have the band members, the senior members of the band members being announced as well. So we'll go to that for you as well. And after this, we'll go to the prom court, which, by the way, we recorded while you're watching all this. We recorded the prom court. We'll have the announcement of the prom court for you right after this senior night for the band members here at Berwick.
At this time, I'd like to introduce our senior band members, starting with Louis Donaire. Louis is being escorted by Elia Donaire. Next we have Nissia Justine. Nissia is being escorted by Rachel Sinibaldi. Riley Christopher Johnson. Riley is being escorted by Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Johnson. Sydney Kimball. Sydney Kimball is being escorted by Dave and Michelle Kimball. Tiara Michalowski. Tiara is being escorted by Donna Glenkoski, Crystal Michalowski, and siblings Jocelyn and Gabriel Michalowski. David Pace. David is being escorted by Ronald and Celeste Berger. Next we have Matthew Plyler. Matthew is being escorted onto the field by Donald and Janine Plyler. And next we have G. Popko. Popko. And next we have Katrina Lynette Remfrey. Katrina is being escorted by Scott and Tammy Russell and siblings Paul and Rihanna. Levi Siegfried. Levi is being escorted by Brian and Heather Siegfried. Mackenzie Lynn Van Sickle. Mackenzie is being escorted by Frank and Marina Van Sickle. Connor James Venklowski. Connor is being escorted by James and Melissa Venklowski. Jacob Volkert. Jacob is being escorted by Thomas Volkert Jr. and Belinda Dowell. Marissa Wilk. Marissa is being escorted by Chris and Megan Wilk. Mattia Christine Weaver. Mattia is being escorted by Greg and Amy Weaver. Justin Tyler Whitebread. Justin is being escorted onto the field by Sean Whitebread and Ola Shumsky. And last we have Nicholas Ewell. And Nicholas is escorted onto the field by Dan and Jamie Ewell. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please give these Berwick Bulldogs senior band members a huge round of applause.
All right, those were the senior band members. And last but not least, we'll get to the prom court. And we're going to shorten this up just a little bit. There's a whole lot of people that get announced during the prom court situation here at Berwick. All the hosts and everybody else involved like that. We're going to concentrate on the prom king and queen members being announced. So we'll do that. We'll say the best luck of them. One couple will be announced the king and queen at a dance on Saturday night. But here is the announcement of the homecoming court for the Berwick Area High School.
Now presenting Princess Kelsey Loretta Kalady, escorted by Prince Ryan Curtis Wabaugh. Kelsey is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Michelle Kalady. Ryan is the son of Mr. and Mrs. John and Camille Wabaugh. Presenting Princess Dia Nayeli Cruz, escorted by Prince Anthony James Sisko. Dia is the daughter of Mr. Wilfredo Cruz and Ms. Margarita Lemus. Anthony is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Patrick and Michelle Pelusa and Mrs. Amber Sisko and Mr. Robert Pierce. Presenting Princess Kristen Sarah Fulton, escorted by Prince Samuel Brian Wygant. Kristen is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Renee Fulton. Samuel is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Brian and Karen Wygant. Presenting Princess Madeline Grace Eisenberg, escorted by Prince Eric Michael Montez. Madeline is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Edward and Annette Eisenberg. Eric is the son of Ms. Linda Ann Montez. Presenting Princess Sydney Sue Lloyd, escorted by Michael James Lombardo. Sydney is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. James and Tracy Lloyd. Michael is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Mary Lombardo. Presenting Princess Abby Grace Neville, escorted by Prince Noah Andrew Craig. Abby is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Kevin and Susan Neville. Noah is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Frankie and Misty Slusser. Presenting Princess Rachel Marie Shasto, escorted by Prince Luke Thomas Watershed. Rachel is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Norm and Casey Fowler. Luke is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Kevin and Michelle Watershed.
All right, there you have the announcement of the homecoming court. And best of luck to those folks. We have got the teams back on the field now, getting ready for the second half kickoff. Again, you're watching high school football, Wilkes-Barre Area at Berwick. The score right now at the half is Berwick 41, Wilkes-Barre Area 14. We'll back with the second half kickoff after this. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, celebrating 20 years as a regional philanthropic organization. With over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Accredited with national standards for U.S. community foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you, for good, forever.
As a community bank, First Columbia Bank and Trust knows the value of helping our young people dream, excel, and reach their goals. For more than 118 years, First Columbia has been committed to helping our communities prosper and our youth succeed. We're proud to invest in our youth through athletics, the arts, and education. First Columbia Bank and Trust, every step of the way.
Your hometown bank, the first place to go for your big time plans. Together we'll grow every step of the way. First Columbia Bank.
When you buy or sell with Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, you get the full support of our team, providing personal, powerful, professional service. A market leader for more than 30 years, helping generations of buyers and sellers make their home dreams come true. Our award-winning team will help you every step of the way. Movers aren't included, but clients get free use of our moving truck. We're the only realtors offering this service in our market. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty.
All right, welcome back. We meant to mention as well to the seniors as we get ready for the kickoff here in the second half. Picked up by Lopez, back at about the 20-yard line. And he's going to get down. So we wanted to say to the seniors at the Berwick Area High School and also to Wilkes-Barre as well, we hope that you find a great college or a great school to go to, or if you're entering the workforce, we hope you find that perfect job.
Brings it out to the
and we are back to football action. It's first and 10 for Berwick. They'll be at their own 22-yard line. They lead 41-14 after the first half. 6 touchdowns by Berwick in that first half, 2 by Wilkes-Barre, and all of them exciting. We have got Ryan Lawbaugh at quarterback. Hands it off. Tegan Wilk spinning around, breaking free. A nice run.
Tegan Wilk on the Berwick carry. Picks up 11, first down at the 32.
As you heard field announcer Gary Kreischer say, 11-yard run. Wilk, in the past, normally a really good wide receiver. This year being used as a running back as well and doing a great job. Hand off this time to Wilk again. Still on his feet. And that's why they decided to start using him as a running back as well this year. He's got the skills and the moves.
Another first down.
Gets out to the 45-yard line. 2 carries and 2 first down for Tegan Wilk back to back. This one from the 32-yard line. Tripped up, but stays on his feet. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line. Wilk again with the handoff, midfield. Gets a 4-yard carry on that. We'll remind you that we have other programming here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10, and since this is our final fall sports presentation, we'll remind you that we do have Remembering When that comes your way twice a day here and only here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. Check your local TiVo guide or local information guide for remembering when is going to be played for you. It's a great show. 15 minutes in length. Quick little release from the day's stresses. All about the way life used to be. Back to throws, law ball. Under pressure, has to get rid of it. Mason will take it, but be brought down by number 44, Noah Taylor. Quick work by Ryan Lawwell to avoid the sack, but it still comes up with a loss. It'll be a 10-yard loss, bring up a 3rd and 20 now for the Berwick Bulldogs. Lawball under pressure immediately from Malik Robinson. Has to dump it off to Mason before he's quite ready for it, but he does catch the ball. And a great job by Noah Taylor bringing him down in the open field. It'll bring a 3rd and 16 is what they're going to say. Lawball steps back in the shotgun, flanked by 2 Bulldogs. Again under pressure. Lawball will keep it himself, take off upfield, and gets up close to the first down marker. He'll go out of bounds at the 46-yard line, short of the first down.
On the right side, rolls across midfield.
And now Berwick has a decision to make here early.
Wilkes-Barre territory. Knocked out of bounds at the 46.
In the second half, Lawball again being pressured right there by number 69, Kareem Jones. Then being chased, he winds up rolling out to his right and gets forced out of bounds at the 46-yard line of Wilkes-Barre area. They're going to go for it on 4th and 2. And it looks as if they are going to get it.
Handoff inside to Montez.
They're out close to the first down marker. It'll be dependent on the spot.
Close to the first down.
And it will change hands. Wilkes-Barre defense holds just short. Handoff to Aiden Mason.
Takes over on down.
He gets holed up there just shy of the first down marker. You see the referees coming in quickly. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Berwick.
Wilkes-Barre taking over 1st and 10 from their 46.
Mason again needs to get all the way to that 44-yard line. He is going to get stood up and stopped just shy. Wilkes-Barre with the ball. They hand that one off to Corey Brown. Open field tackle there by number 9, Blaine Cleaver.
Brown on the right and sweep.
Takes him down at the 49-yard line.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
5-yard carry maybe. Handoff from Tali Swiney. Cleaver with the tackle. 2nd and 6 for Wilkes-Barre. Swiney again looking to throw. Goes across the middle. Intercepted by Tegan Wilk. Brought down. Ball comes out. And a recovery by Wilkes-Barre. Heads up play right there by Tyree Dobson.
He fumbled and
so it looked like it was going to be an interception. And it was, but it was interception and a fumble. You got Tali Swiney back to throw. Tegan Wilk, already with an interception tonight, has another one right there, trying to get that one to Raphael McCoy. Wilk brings it back, spins around, and then gets the ball coughed up. Might have got touched there by number 50, Randall Bednar. And then number 10, Tyree Dobson picks up the ball. So interception.
Handoff to Brown.
And a rare fumble.
Off the right side.
Again by Tegan Wilk.
4 on the play. 2nd and 6.
It'll come out right there. Tyree Dobson picks it up. So it was an interception and then a fumble. Wilkes-Barre maintains possession and moves the ball down to the 26-yard line. They'll hand that ball off to Noah Taylor. Lunges forward for a few yards.
Noah Taylor on the carry. Gain of 6. Anthony Seaskull on the tackle. 3rd and 1 at the Berwick 20.
3rd and 1 as you heard. Third quarter action. Berwick out in front, 41-14. Here's Tali Swinney. Handed off to Taylor. Taylor looks like he's going to get enough for a first down.
Noah Taylor on the left side carry. Picks up a Wilkes-Barre first down.
Swinney with the handoff to Noah Taylor. He needed to get 1 yard. And he got maybe 2.
1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the 19 for
at the
Wilkes-Barre area as they try to get back into this game. Swinney under center. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw, goes for the end zone. Overshoots his intended target. Malik Robinson being guarded there by number 19, Peyton Williams and Tegan Wilk.
Deep in the end zone, the ball is intercepted.
And Wilk intercepts it actually.
Tegan Wilk.
Again in the end zone, twice in this game. That'll make his 21st career interception here at Berwick. Tali Swinney trying to get this to Malik Robinson. And Tegan Wilk pulls it in one-handed and takes a couple steps. Another interception for Berwick to end the drive. That is twice Tegan Wilk has entered a drive for Wilkes-Barre area from about that same spot. Timeout called.
Timeout
by Berwick. They want to talk this over. So again, a nice one-handed grab by number 7, Tegan Wilk. And this will be number 21 interception for Wilk on defense. Back with more after this.
As a community bank, First Columbia Bank and Trust knows the value of helping our young people dream, excel, and reach their goals. For more than 118 years, First Columbia has been committed to helping our communities prosper and our youth succeed. We're proud to invest in our youth through athletics, the arts, and education. First Columbia Bank and Trust, every step of the way.
Your hometown bank, the first place to go for your big time plans. Together we'll grow every step of the way. First Columbia Bank.
All right, interception and then a timeout called by Berwick. 6:39 to play here in the third quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 20-yard line, and that's courtesy of the interception by Tegan Wilk. Ryan Lawbaugh under center. And we'll get back to action. Handoff to Lopez. It's going to get a couple of yards. This is week 10 of the high school football season.
2nd and 8.
Berwick coming into this game 7-2. Their only losses are to the two teams ahead of them in the upcoming district playoffs in the Quad A. Dallas undefeated, who they lost to last week, and then Valley View, who they lost to earlier in the season as well. So 7-2 is Berwick coming into this game, and a handoff again to Alejandro Lopez, who is not going to get anything out of that one either. Wilkes-Barre coming in 6-3, and because of the size of their school, remember Wilkes-Barre area is comprised of Coughlin, Myers, and GAR students now. Even though those schools are still open, they play as one team, and when their school is finally built, they will all be housed in the same building and become one squad. So all the coaches of these sports teams have said the same thing. It's been a bit of a struggle trying to get these former foes to work together, but most of the kids are having a good time, and a 6-3. Wilkes-Barre area is doing great in football. Law ball to throw. Gets rid of it. And in and out of the hands of number 9, Blaine Cleaver.
To the sideline intended for Blaine Cleaver is incomplete.
That'll bring a 4th down for Berwick. They'll have to punt this away. Only the second punt of the game
down and 8 from the 22.
for Berwick here this evening. Ryan Lawbaugh with time.
Sean Sheptock standing at
just
his 10-yard
out of reach of Blaine Cleaver.
4th
and 8. And Berwick will punt. Both of these teams are in the District 2 playoffs next week. Berwick, if they win tonight, will have a home game. Kick is away. Out past midfield. Takes a Wilkes-Barre bounce. And Berwick will down that at the 48-yard line. Shane Levan.
Sheptock's punt.
Wilkes-Barre will get the ball.
Is down by number 13.
At the 50-yard line. Referee's giving
for Wilkes-Barre area.
A lovely spot at half field. Looks like it was actually down past that. But
5
Wilkes-Barre area
third quarter.
Gets the ball back at midfield with Berwick leading 41-14. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Not a lot happening here in the third quarter. First half, Berwick scoring 6 touchdowns. Wilkes-Barre area 2. All of them except for 1 on big gains and big runs. And we've got Blaine Cleaver having to come off field, a little blood on his arm, probably scraped it on that last play, but he'll have to come off and have that checked by the medical staff here for Berwick. And now Wilkes-Barre area with 5 minutes to play in the third quarter will get the ball.
1st and 10 from the Wolfpack from
and at the helm right now is Tali Swinney. He is exchanging duties with Cam Taylor, number 7, throughout the evening. Swinney under center. Nino Cinti in motion, and they will hand this ball off. Tripped up by Sully Sullivan.
Sully Slavinsky on the tackle for a 1-yard loss.
Slavinsky
Second
drops
11.
him for a 1-yard loss. Sully Slavinsky getting through the traffic, penetrating, and getting to the running back, number 6, Corey Brown, before he reaches the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11 now for the Wolfpack. Swinney to throw, rolling out, being chased by Montez, has to get rid of it in a hurry. Throws that one away. Raphael McCoy over in that general area.
Is incomplete.
And I'll bring up a 3rd and 11 for Wilkes-Barre area.
3rd and 11.
So Berwick scored first, 72-yard run by Aiden Mason. Ryan Lawbaugh, quarterback, got a 73-yard run for the second touchdown. Alejandro Lopez, a 15-yard run for the third. Raphael McCoy took a 33-yard pass from Cam Taylor for Wilkes-Barre area to get on the board in the first quarter. That was all in the first quarter, 4 touchdowns. Handoff again to Brown. Brown's not going to get anywhere. Wilkes-Barre area is going to have to punt this one away from midfield. Facing a 4th and 11.
On the tackle.
Second quarter action, Blake Maurer intercepted a pass from Wilkes-Barre area back at the 10-yard line and ran it back 90 yards for touchdown number 4 for Berwick. Then Raphael took the ensuing kickoff 84 yards for Wilkes-Barre's second touchdown of the game. Wilkes-Barre to punt. And we'll get a whistle.
Whistle on the play.
And motion illegal procedure by Wilkes-Barre area. That'll back them up to the 44-yard line, so that also gives them a little bit more punting room. Back to the scoring in the second quarter. So Blake Maurer scored a 90-yard interception return for a pick 6. Tegan Wilk then ran 26 yards for a touchdown. And then later, Tegan Wilk also ran a yard for a touchdown, and that accounts for all the scoring in the first half. That ball rolls, and a referee will mark it out of bounds at the 16-yard line, and that's where Berwick will get to work.
At the Berwick 16-yard line. Three minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Bulldog possession.
We want to thank our sponsors of sports here, and that includes First Columbia Bank and Trust. Thank you, First Columbia. You've been a longtime sponsor of sports here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. We do appreciate that. They got a whole bunch of locations around the area. Stop by and check out what they can offer you as far as your banking services are concerned. First Columbia Bank and Trust. We couldn't do these games without them. First and 10 for Berwick. Back at the 16 to throw is Lawbaugh. Tries to get that over.
Pass to the far right side of the formation
to
incomplete.
Peyton Williams. Incomplete. Stops the clock. Also, we want to thank our friends at Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty. They service all of Columbia and Montour counties and Luzerne County as well. If you have a real estate need, whether it's buying or selling, you can do no better than Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, located in Bloomsburg. Second and 10, Lawbaugh hands it off. Mason will get 4 or 5 yards on that carry. They keep the ball on the ground, and that keeps the clock running.
3rd and 6 from the 20.
Quick handoff to Aiden Mason. Finds a big gap. Good job by the offensive line to open up that hole. Ball is spotted at the 20-yard line. 3rd and 6 now for Berwick. Ryan Lawbaugh back in the shotgun. Tegan Will coming across. Across the middle, and a completion and a big run. Blaine Cleaver finally stepping out of bounds with a little help there from Nino Cinti. They'll spot the ball at the 25-yard line. 45-yard, but a penalty against Berwick will bring that all back, so that play gets negated. Would have been a 55-yard touchdown, or excuse me, just a 55-yard run. Pass and completion. Lawbaugh across the middle to Blaine Cleaver, wide open. He takes off upfield. Winds up down at the 25-yard line, but a penalty by Berwick will bring the ball back. So instead of having the ball at the Wilkes-Barre 25-yard line, Berwick will have the ball back at their own 15 and face a 3rd and 11 with about 2:20 left to go in the third quarter. Ryan Lawbaugh back to throw. He's got time. Goes downfield. And Tegan Will comes up with the ball. Holds it up like a trophy.
Long pass is completed.
Somehow manages to grab that ball and hang on to it at the 45-yard line. Berwick comes up with a first down.
30-yard completion for the Bulldogs.
From the 15, Lawbaugh airs it out. Tegan Wilk going up against Raphael McCoy, and somehow Tegan Wilk comes down with the ball, hangs on to it, and holds it up. 40 yards and a first down. And now Berwick wants a timeout. 1:53 to go in the third quarter. Coach DeFrancesco says, come on over, guys. We want to talk this over a little bit. We'll take a break and come back with more high school football action. Wilkes-Barre and Berwick after this on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
When you buy or sell with Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, you get the full support of our team, providing personal, powerful, professional service. A market leader for more than 30 years, helping generations of buyers and sellers make their home dreams come true. Our award-winning team will help you every step of the way. Movers aren't included, but clients get free use of our moving truck. We're the only realtors offering this service in our market. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty.
And we're welcome back. Berwick wanted a timeout. First and 10 from the Wilkes-Barre area 45-yard line. This following a 40-yard completion from back at the Berwick 15-yard line. Tegan Wilk pulling in a Ryan Lawball pass.
See our call, Gary Heimbaugh, for tickets. Gary's phone number.
And it is Lawball taken off upfield. Bulldoze down at about the 25-yard line, so a 20-yard run by Ryan Lawball.
Ryan Lawball on the carry.
Lawball in the shotgun.
20-yard run.
Fakes the handoff there to Aiden Mason.
First and 10, Berwick.
Finds that big gap. Takes off upfield. Finally upended there by Wilkes-Barre Area, but not before he gets down to the 25-yard line. 20-yard run by Ryan Lawball. Berwick moving the ball here in the third quarter after a slow start. To Aiden Mason. Mason goes outside, cuts back in, stays on his feet. Gets down to about the 14-yard line. Should be enough for another Berwick first down.
Right side. Picks up 12, and it's another Berwick first down.
Handoff to Aiden Mason. Ball is at the 25-yard line. He cuts back inside, avoids another couple of tackles. Finally brought down at the 14-yard line. First and 10. And Lawball will keep it himself, and he is in for the Berwick touchdown. And a slam at the end of it that's going to bring in a penalty.
Ryan Lawball.
As Nino Cinti puts Lawball to the ground well after he is into the end zone. That'll most definitely be a personal foul. "14-yard run by Ryan Lawball, waiting for the official announcement. And it is against Wilkes-Barre. Referee's coming over to Coach DeFrancesco to explain what's going to happen. The penalty will most likely be added to the kickoff. So a fake to Aiden Mason. Ryan Lawball from the 14-yard line takes off upfield. Gets across the end zone. Nino Cinti's got a hold of him, and he just lifts him up and drives him to the ground. Totally unnecessary. But frustration may be setting in on behalf of Wilkes-Barre. Berwick getting their 7th touchdown of the game.
Personal foul penalty assessed against the Wolfpack.
And they'll assess that at the kickoff. Here's the 2-point conversion. And it's good. Ryan Lawball takes the conversion in himself, does a happy dance. 49-14 is the score. Berwick out in front, courtesy of a 14-yard touchdown run by Ryan Lawball. Despite the drive to the ground, everybody's okay, and we'll take a break. You're watching high school football, Wilkes-Barre Area at Berwick.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, celebrating 20 years as a regional philanthropic organization. With over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Accredited with national standards for U.S. community foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever.
And again, we want to thank our friends at the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation. Again, regular sponsors of sports here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. We appreciate it. We could not do it without you. And you're invited to go check out the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation at csgiving.org. Onside kick, pulled down at the 48-yard line of Wilkes-Barre Area. That's where the Wolfpack will get to work. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a whole bunch of stuff they're involved in these days, and we're going to be telling you about that in the coming days and weeks right here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. You'll see it on our slideshows, and we're hoping to put together some video pieces to help them out as well. So take a look at the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation's website for information about moving Berwick forward, things like that. csgiving.org is where you'll find all that information. Clock is continuing to run while the referees sort something out.
Third quarter comes to a close. Berwick
And
49,
the third quarter
Wilkes-Barre 14.
is over. 49-14. Berwick in the lead, heading into the fourth. Atlantic Broadband has immediate openings for these positions. Do you have what it takes to be a member of our team? Do you thrive in a fast-paced, collaborative environment? Are you a creative self-starter? Would you describe yourself as passionate about customer service and knowledgeable about our services? Do you want to work hard, achieve success, and have fun? If you answered yes to these questions, contact us via the information on your screen.
The O'Neill's a magical place. We are the launch pad of the American theater. When a piece is with us, it is going next to stages in Hollywood, stages on Broadway, stages in London. We need to be connected to the world. What we wanted with programming required better connectivity. Atlantic Broadband was there from day one. It is key to have a provider that is reliable and creates bespoke solutions for our unique way of doing business.
All right, welcome back. The referees have been having a major conference in the field, and it looks as if they're going to be, teams are going to be brought back out to replay the kick, maybe, because the ball may not have got far enough. We're not sure what the ruling is on the field, but they are making the teams come back out. They have reset the clock to 44 seconds. And Wilkes-Barre will now have the ball. And that one hits the ground. So what looks like there was a conference. Nobody signaled for the clock to stop running.
Left side incomplete.
And Wilkes-Barre had the ball at the
Bring up a second and
48-yard line, their own 48-yard line. So that's where they should have had the ball with 44 seconds left to go in the third quarter. So they've reset the clock, rewrited everything. Wilkes-Barre has the ball. Clock is continuing to run. And now they're going to let the clock play down, roll down.
Now we have the end of the third quarter.
And now the end of the third quarter will end with Berwick leading 49-14 over Wilkes-Barre Area. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter after this. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
As a community bank, First Columbia Bank and Trust knows the value of helping our young people dream, excel, and reach their goals. For more than 118 years, First Columbia has been committed to helping our communities prosper and our youth succeed. We're proud to invest in our youth through athletics, the arts, and education. First Columbia Bank and Trust, every step of the way.
Your hometown bank, the first place to go for your big time plans. Together we'll grow every step of the way. First Columbia Bank.
When you buy or sell with Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, you get the full support of our team, providing personal, powerful, professional service. A market leader for more than 30 years, helping generations of buyers and sellers make their home dreams come true. Our award-winning team will help you every step of the way. Movers aren't included, but clients get free use of our moving truck. We're the only realtors offering this service in our market. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty.
And welcome back. Fourth quarter is underway. Wilkes-Barre with the ball, facing a 2nd and 10. And they hand the ball off. And finding a big gap is number 44, Noah Taylor. He gets out to the 44-yard line of Berwick, short of the first down.
Pick up on 9. 3rd and 1.
Berwick with the ball. Or excuse me, Wilkes-Barre with the ball. And tripped up back at the 44-yard line.
Noah Taylor on the carry. Tackle for a loss by Jake Lanning. Brings up a 4th and 2.
So 4th and 10 for Wilkes-Barre area. Berwick defense steps up. And they bring Noah Taylor down. 4th and 2, Wilkes-Barre area going for it. Swinney pitches it out. And looks like they're going to get there. Nice job by Corey Brown.
Right side pitch play to Noah Brown. He turns the corner for a first down.
Tully Swinney runs into his own player. Manages to get rid of the ball to Corey Brown, who on a 4th and 2 got a couple more than he needed. 1st and 10 for Wilkes-Barre area. 10 minutes to play in the game. Wilkes-Barre down 49-14 at this point. Swinney again to throw. Going downfield, going for it all. And almost pulling that one in is Raphael McCoy, well guarded by the Bulldogs, double teamed. Swinney on a 1st and 10.
2nd and 10
gets some time. 40. Waits for Raphael McCoy to get downfield from the 40-yard line, a 40-yard pass. And McCoy is going to just not be able to hang on to that one. Second and 10 now. Mercy rule is in effect, 35-point lead by Berwick, so the clock will continue to run. Unless Wilkes-Barre scores, and then they'll go back to stopping the clock again like normal. But at this point, unless the referee says stop the clock will continue to run. Wilkes-Barre getting up to the 32-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 now for Wilkes-Barre as they continue to move the ball. Tully Swinney making sure everybody is set. He takes the snap, pitches it out to Corey Brown, who looks like he's got enough there for the first down.
Brown on the carry will pick up a Wilkes-Barre
that'll move the chains.
Down. Tackled inside the 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
Corey Brown working through traffic, needed to get past the 30, and he does. Goes down at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for Wilkes-Barre area. 8 minutes to play in the game. Berwick ahead by 35 points, which begins the mercy rule. Swinney back to throw. Across the middle, and overshoots his intended target. Number 6, Corey Brown. Berwick double teaming Raphael McCoy.
Incomplete.
They're a big receiver, so Wilkes-Barre having to get the ball out to 29. Other receivers. 1st and 10 play from the 29-yard line of Berwick. Swinney with time to throw goes across the middle. Just a little over the head of Brown. 2nd and 10 now for the Wolfpack. Hands it off.
Richard Carey,
Wilkes-Barre getting some success. Hands it off to number 43, Richard Carey, who gets maybe 4 or 5 yards on the carry.
Brings up a 3rd and 6 from the Berwick 25.
Hand off to Richard Carey. Brought down by number 33, Andrew Blockus. 3rd and 6 for Wilkes-Barre. Swinney remaining in. He'll pitch this one out to Brown. Brown gets to the 20. Brought down
Brown on the carry
at the 20-yard line, short of the first down. Talee Swinney pitches this one out to Corey Brown, who works his way outside. Finally brought down and grabbed there by
penalty flag on the play.
number 65, Jake Lanning. Heard penalty flag, personal foul against Berwick, and that's the third or fourth time in this game Berwick's personal fouls have hit them and giving Wilkes-Barre fresh life. Wilkes-Barre was facing a fourth down and short, but a personal foul.
Personal foul penalty against the Bulldogs will be marked off and will be a Wilkes-Barre first down.
Will move the ball up to the 10-yard line. And so Wilkes-Barre will have a first and goal with 6:30 to play in the game. Down 35. They've got a chance to stop their mercy rule clock from running if they can get the ball across the end zone. Here's Talee Swinney. Hands it off to Noah Taylor. Taylor stays on his feet, works his way up for 5 yards. That'll bring up a second and goal from the 5-yard line for the Wolfpack.
Pick up a 4.
Good run by Noah Taylor. He's a junior, by the way. He'll be around next year. Big guy, tough to bring down. Squeezes his way forward for 5 yards. Second and goal from the 5-yard line now for Wilkes-Barre Area. Talee Swinney staying in the game at quarterback for the Wolfpack. Rolling out, and Swinney is going to go down. Good job by the Berwick defense.
Swinney on the right side carry.
And that's a big loss back down the 15-yard line, 10-yard loss. That'll bring up a third and goal from the 15 as Talee Swinney rolls out. Number 17 for Berwick, Benjamin Noor, is right there.
14.
He grabs a hold of Swinney's jersey, does not let go. Finally gets a little bit of help. It'll bring a third and 14 now for Wilkes-Barre Area. Swinney back to throw. Screens it out to McCoy, who's working upfield, and he's going to waltz into the end zone. And Wilkes-Barre gets their third touchdown of the game, making this a 49-20 game.
Raphael McCoy.
From the 15-yard line,
15-yard
Swinney back to throw. Screens this one to Raphael McCoy,
on for the point
who comes all the way back across the field to the near side of the field, avoiding traffic, and then just outruns the defense. Catches that corner. 20 points. And a fake. And a 2-point conversion for Wilkes-Barre. Nice job, Noah Taylor, pulling that one in.
For the 2-point conversion. 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
Back to kick is Michael Deutsch-Jones, but
Berwick 49.
it is Swinney who picks it up and hits Noah Taylor wide open in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And the score is now Berwick 49, Wilkes-Barre Area 22. 4:40 to play in the game.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, celebrating 20 years as a regional philanthropic organization. With over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Accredited with national standards for U.S. community foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you, for good, forever. Atlantic Broadband has immediate openings for these positions. Do you have what it takes to be a member of our team? Do you thrive in a fast-paced, collaborative environment? Are you a creative self-starter? Would you describe yourself as passionate about customer service and knowledgeable about our services? Do you want to work hard, achieve success, and have fun? If you answered yes to these questions, contact us via the information on your screen.
Great place to work. Atlantic Broadband. Check it all out. We're back to action. Ensuing kickoff. 4:40 to play in the game. Wilkes-Barre Area getting their third touchdown of the game. Kickoff back at the 20-yard line. They bring it back to the 35. And that is where Berwick will get to work.
Lopez fielding the kickoff and returning it out over.
And here's the touchdown for Wilkes-Barre one more time. Nice job here by Tallee Swinney. Goes back, screens it to Raphael McCoy, who's there by himself, and McCoy will go all the way across the field. So it says 15-yard touchdown reception, but it's more like 25 or 30 when you think about the fact that he came all the way back across the field. Two-point conversion was good. And the score stands at Berwick 49, Wilkes-Barre 22. New quarterback for Berwick. Handoff. And a nice run here by Devin Smith as he takes off upfield, gets out to midfield.
Handoff to
14-yard run
Devin Smith for the Bulldogs.
by Devin Smith.
Right side run, brings it out close to midfield for a Berwick first down.
Again, a handoff. Benjamin Knorr now in at quarterback. Sophomore for Berwick. Hands it off to Devin Smith, who takes off upfield and gets a nice 14-yard gain for the Bulldogs. And now this time here comes Benjamin Knorr himself with a nice run.
Quarterback Benjamin Moore on the keeper. Picks up a first down for the Bulldogs. Tackled at the...
So your junior varsity squad now on the field for Berwick. And this one is all Benjamin Knorr from the 50-yard line. Quarterback keeper gets himself 10 yards, 15, and a couple of more. Ball's at the 32-yard line, 18-yard run. Now a handoff, this time a fake handoff, Peyton Williams keeping the ball. Dragging number 21, Abu Samake, with him. Ball gets down to the 12-yard line. So the JV squad coming into this game and taking it to Wilkes-Barre Area. The fake to Logan Smith. Peyton Williams keeps it himself. Gets a nice 20-yard gain. 2:25 to play in the game. Berwick on the move. Peyton Williams at quarterback. He will hand this one off to number 8. And a touchdown for Logan Smith. 8th touchdown of the game for Berwick. Peyton Williams to Logan Smith, who works his way outside and just squeezes in. 12-yard touchdown run for the Berwick Bulldogs. They make it a 55-22 game.
Brandon Hinkle for the point after.
Hinkle with the extra point. And they're going to fake it. Flag flies, and he does not get in. Good job by the defense for Wilkes-Barre Area.
Penalty flag on the point after attempt.
Tegan Wilk takes the snap and throws it out to Brendan Hinkle, who takes off for the end zone. Flag comes in right there. And he is pushed out of bounds by Anthony Jijin before he can get in there.
Two-point conversion is no good. 2:16 remaining, fourth quarter. Berwick 55.
They'll wave it off. 2-point conversion was no good. And we will set up again for another kickoff by Berwick. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
Against the Pacers, also where we welcome in Lisa Salters. I want to ask you, Lisa, Philly, I don't know what their approach is going to be tonight because this is a tough road test once again.
Yeah, Michelle. Well, think about this. The Sixers had...
What's that one, Dad?
That is Ursa Major.
Cool. Does Mom know we're up here?
Mom knows everything.
Remember that, kids? Mom knows everything, and they're not kidding. All right, ensuing kickoff. Berwick now in front, 55-22. The 2-point conversion was no good, and they are about to kick back off to Wilkes-Barre Area. And takes a bad hop, pulls out of bounds at the 50-yard line.
Onside kick, goes out of bounds, doesn't travel the 10 yards. Penalty flag on the play.
So you heard that. The onside kick doesn't go as far as it needed to. So they try and sort this out. And they call a timeout on the field. And when they call a timeout, we take a break as well and tell you about information about Atlantic Broadband and Business Voice. Check this out.
Office hours aren't always 9 to 5, or even in the office. So how do you stay connected when you're on the go? With cloud-based hosted voice from Atlantic Broadband Business, offering cost-effective, enterprise-class calling features to keep you connected. Whether you're in the office, on the road, or across the world. That's hosted voice from Atlantic Broadband Business. Partnership at work. Call us today or visit atlanticbb.com/business to schedule a free consultation.
All right, welcome back. Berwick now leading 55-22. And that was with a 12-yard touchdown run by number 8, Logan Smith. JV squad in the game for Berwick, getting some varsity experience prior to the start of the playoff season, which begins next week. Berwick at this point, unless something really bizarre happens, that would take something very bizarre with a 33-point lead. And you're going to get motion by Wilkes-Barre Area. That'll back them up a little bit.
Penalty, illegal
so a 33-point lead for Berwick at this point, and they are on their way to a 8-2 regular season, and they will now host a quarterfinal game next week here at Crispin Field. I've heard Scranton Prep mentioned, but I've also heard Tunkhannock, which makes more sense, but not sure who that will be. We'll find out later in the week. Swinney with a handoff makes his way out to the 45-yard line. Swinney with the handoff to number 26, Jalil Timmons. He placed the ball at the 46-yard line. So now it'll bring up a 2nd and 2. Second and 12, actually. Timmons still on his feet. Finally brought down by number 65, Jake Lanning. Crowd getting quiet as this game is pretty much in the books already. Wilkes-Barre Area still playing the game.
Outside run by Timmons. No gain on the play, 3rd and 10.
Get a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 10 now. Clock running. 45 seconds. And again, another run. Big run.
Yard carry by Jalil Timmons. Picks up a Wilkes-Barre first down.
Timmons again into the backfield.
At the 34.
Gets the first down. Clock is running though. And Wilkes-Barre says, that's it. We are done. Berwick
Clock runs down.
will win their 8th game of the season and finish the regular season 8-2. Heading into next week's playoff action, they'll await their opponent, but they'll finish as the 3rd seed in the District 2 Quad A standings. Wilkes-Barre area will finish 6-4 in the regular season and 2nd in the District 2 6A standings. So congratulations both teams. Best of luck in the playoffs. We're going to take a little break and we're going to come back with the second half highlights and wrap up our fall season here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
As a community bank, First Columbia Bank and Trust knows the value of helping our young people dream, excel, and reach their goals. For more than 118 years, First Columbia has been committed to helping our communities prosper and our youth succeed. We're proud to invest in our youth through athletics, the arts, and education. First Columbia Bank and Trust, every step of the way.
Your hometown bank, the first place to go for your big time plans. Together we'll grow every step of the way. First Columbia Bank.
When you buy or sell with Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, you get the full support of our team, providing personal, powerful, professional service. A market leader for more than 30 years, helping generations of buyers and sellers make their home dreams come true. Our award-winning team will help you every step of the way. Movers aren't included, but clients get free use of our moving truck. We're the only realtors offering this service in our market. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, celebrating 20 years as a regional philanthropic organization. With over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Accredited with national standards for U.S. community foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you, for good, forever.
All right, one more time, a big thank you to our sponsors, and that includes our friends at the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation. Look them up online at csgiving.org. If you're looking to give back to your community, you can do no better, and they will help you make sure that happens at the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation. A big shout out again to our friends at Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, serving all of Columbia and Montour counties as well as Luzerne County. They can do referrals and all kinds of stuff like that. Give them a call or look them up online. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty. If you've got a real estate need, you can do no better than Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty. And our friends at First Columbia Bank and Trust. Again, thank you, First Columbia, for helping to sponsor our sports here on Atlantic Broadband. 14 locations all around the area to help you out. Great rates, all kinds of stuff like that. If you need banking needs or you have banking needs, check out First Columbia Bank and Trust. And of course, they do a lot for the community as well, including that wonderful First Columbia Teen Star Show that comes your way every spring. This one's in the books. Berwick winning it by a final score of 55-22. Go to the first half highlights, and our second half highlights, if you will. And Berwick at this point leading 41-14 at the end of the half. You got Tali Swinney back at the 49-yard line going across. The ball is intercepted by Tegan Wilk, who, by the way, now has 21 career interceptions with Berwick. He spins away for a moment, but here he's going to get the ball punched out by number 50, Randall Bednar, and it's picked up by Tari Dobson. So it's an interception and then a fumble. Wilkes-Barre got the ball back, but it was all for naught. A little later, from the Berwick 19-yard line, here is Tali Swinney. Going back to throw. fakes the handoff. Again from the 19-yard line, he goes for the end zone. And Tegan Wilk, a one-handed grab and 2 steps in, another interception in the end zone, making it 22 career interceptions for Berwick. So that drive stalls for Wilkes-Barre Area. Berwick back at their own 15-yard line after being backed up by a penalty. Ryan Lawball, lots of time, unloads this one downfield, and at midfield, it is Tegan Wilk working against Raphael McCoy, who comes up with it. Tegan Wilk, hold it up like a trophy. That keeps the drive going for Berwick. Berwick keeping the ball moving. Again, this is still third quarter. Ryan Lawball will fake it, keep it himself from the 45-yard line. And it is a 20-yard run. Berwick again. Got our replays mixed up. Sorry about that. So again, a 20-yard run by Ryan Lawbaugh. Ball is now at the 14-yard line for Berwick. Ryan Lawbaugh again with the fake, keeps it himself, avoids a tackle or two, squeezes his way into the end zone. Nino Cinti with him, but Cinti pulls him up and slams him to the ground. And the 15-yard penalty was assessed after the kickoff there. Unnecessary roughness. So Berwick with their 6th or 7th touchdown of the game. Lost count. Here is Khalid Swinney with a screen to Raphael McCoy from the 15-yard line. Again after a penalty by Berwick. And he will go the 15 yards and get the 3rd and final touchdown of the game for Wilkes-Barre. Here's a look at the 2-point conversion, which was kind of nicely what they did as well. Michael Deutsch-Jones, the kicker. Swinney will pick the ball up. He's going to find Noah Taylor in the end zone all by himself. It's a 2-point conversion to make it a 49-22 game. And then the JV squad comes in with 4:35 left in the game for Berwick. Benjamin Knorr with a handoff to Devin Smith. And he is going to roll 14 yards out to midfield before he is brought down. The next play it's number 19, Peyton Williams in at quarterback. He will go from the 50-yard line. 15, 16, 17 yards, 18-yard run on that play. JV squad still in the game. Again, Peyton Williams with a handoff, a handoff. He will keep it himself from the 32. And he'll squeak out a 20-yard run, even though he's dragging Abu Samake with him the whole time. And that whole drive, starting back at the Berwick 36-yard line, will end up with a 12-yard run. Peyton Williams to Logan Smith. And there's a look at the future of the offense for the Berwick Bulldogs as they go 60-some yards for a touchdown drive to make it the final score, 55-22. In the game, there were 11 first downs for Wilkes-Barre Area, 20 for Berwick. Wilkes-Barre had 61 yards rushing. Berwick had 448. 448. Doesn't seem right, but that's what it says here. Anyway, passing was 16 yards for Wilkes-Barre. 98 yards total for Wilkes-Barre, 48 for Berwick. And individually was Noah Taylor for Wilkes-Barre, rushing for 34 yards on 5 carries. Corey Brown, 13 carries and 24 yards. Jalil Simmons, 3 for 15. Khalid Swinney, 5 for 12. Raphael McCoy, 2 for 4. Berwick's Ryan Lawbaugh had 8 carries for 139 yards on the game and 2 touchdowns. Aiden Mason had 8 carries and 126 yards on the day and a touchdown. Tegan Wilk carried it 10 times for 81 yards and 2 touchdowns. Alejandro Lopez carried the ball 7 times for 38 yards and a touchdown. Peyton Williams, 1 for 20. Ben Moore, 1 for 18. Devin Smith, 1 for 14. Logan Smith, 1 for 12 and a touchdown. And so the total yards rushing 448 on 37 carries today for Berwick. Quite outstanding. Passing, Wilkes-Barre's Cam Taylor was 2-3-1 for 61 yards and a touchdown. Talise Swinney was 3-13 and 3 for 37 yards and a touchdown. Ryan Lawbaugh passed for 48 yards in the game today, 3 for 6. It was Raphael McCoy catching 5 for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Tegan Will caught 1 for 40. Aiden Mason caught 2 for 8 yards. Berwick again finishes the season 8-2. They're headed to the playoffs next week. They will host a playoff game right here at Crispin Field. Wilkes-Barre will be on the road. They finished the regular season 6-4. We say good luck to all of them, and we want to thank you very much for watching high school sports right here on Atlantic Broadband. And again, a big thank you to our sponsors, First Columbia Bank and Trust, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, also the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, and of course, Atlantic Broadband. Thank you very much. We couldn't do these without you, and we do appreciate your continued support of sports here on Atlantic Broadband. And we will see you again come January when we get back into it for basketball and some other sports. Until then, thanks for watching. We'll see you again after later. This Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 sports presentation has been brought to you by First Columbia Bank and Trust, helping communities prosper and our youth succeed for over 100 years. With you every step of the way, First Columbia Bank and Trust with 14 branches to serve you. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, celebrating 20 years as a regional philanthropic organization whose mission is quality of life in the Central Susquehanna Valley and achieving donors' intentions. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty Incorporated, serving Columbia, Montour, and Lower Luzerne counties and featuring award-winning agents ready to help you buy or sell your property. And by Atlantic Broadband, your television, internet, and phone provider for the greater Berwick, western Poconos, and portions of Schuylkill County. Stay connected with Atlantic Broadband.